Welcome in everybody to the KC Sports Report. I'm your host Michael Darcy, and today I'm going to break down the Kansas City Chiefs 2020 NFL Draft Class. Chiefs Kingdom, your Kansas City Chiefs have completed their 2020 NFL Draft Class, and let me tell you, Chiefs Kingdom, I am very satisfied. In this episode, I'm going to break down the entire draft class, but I did make an episode a few days ago on their first-round draft pick in Clyde Helaire. But I think that the rest of the draft really validated that pick, so I'm going to give you a revised version of my opinion. So with the 32nd overall pick in the 2020 NFL Draft, the Kansas City Chiefs selected Clyde Helaire, a running back from LSU. In the beginning, I said that I was not too happy with this pick because we overshot his value, but the more highlights and the more tape that I watched of him, I think this was a great choice. But even in the moment, I was not mad with the pick. I thought that he was going to be a great player, but I thought that we might have overshot his value. But looking at his talent and looking at a position that we could always improve on, I think it was a great pick. In the second round with the 63rd overall pick, the Kansas City Chiefs selected linebacker Willie Jr. out of Mississippi State. And let me tell you, Chiefs Kingdom, this guy is an absolute monster. I am such a big fan. I think that he is going to be a great linebacker in this system, and he was actually the second fastest linebacker in the draft behind only Isaiah Simmons. He actually ran a 4.46 at the combine, and for those of you that don't know, that's faster than some safeties. So you basically have a safety at the linebacker position who can hit extremely hard, who can play great in coverage, and who can really get to the quarterback. So I am very happy with this pick. I think that this pick really validated the Chiefs taking a running back in the first round. Hopefully he gets a chance to develop, and if he does, I think that he's going to be something special for this Chiefs defense. In the third round with the 96th overall pick, the Chiefs selected an offensive tackle from TCU by the name of Niang. And you know, Chiefs Kingdom, I was kind of disappointed at first, but again, like all the Chiefs draft picks, the more film that I watched of them, the more I fell in love. Listen to this stat. Niang, since 2017, had 975 pass block snaps, and he has allowed 0 sacks. Yeah, that's right, Chiefs Kingdom, 0 sacks. And for somebody that will likely be protecting Mahomes, it's crucial. I mean, the fact that he has been able to go that long without allowing a sack is going to translate very well to the NFL. And get this, Chase Young, the second overall pick and quite possibly the best defensive tackle in the draft, said that Niang was the toughest opponent that he went against. I mean, are you kidding me? This is just another diamond in the rough for Brett Veach. To find somebody that I didn't even know that they even had on their board to put him on this offensive line, and I think that he can contribute almost right away, it's huge. And I think that this is another great pick for the Chiefs. In the fourth round with the 138th pick, the Chiefs selected cornerback/safety L'Jarius Sneed from Louisiana Tech. And you know, Chiefs Kingdom, this guy is a burner. He's got a lot of speed, but I think that he's mostly going to be used with special teams in the beginning, kind of like Rashad Fenton. Not saying that he does not have a shot at playing corner at some point this year, but I do not think that he is going to start or even be a backup until he proves himself on special teams. But nonetheless, a great pickup at a position of need. In the fifth round to round out the Chiefs draft class, with the 177th pick, the Chiefs selected a defensive end out of Michigan by the name of Danna. And you know, I could not find a whole lot of tape on him, but the tape that I did see, I was very happy. I mean, again, Chiefs got a great guy at a position of need, and I don't think that this guy is going to be a star, but looking at his tape, he looked very similar to a big Mike Pennell. I think that he's just going to be a great role player. He's not going to start, and he's going to be kind of a low backup, but who knows? They might have him sit a year and kind of learn the system and get used to the NFL life, and then he could be a huge run stopper for this Chiefs defense. So Chiefs Kingdom, I am just so thrilled with this draft class. I think that the Chiefs got a player at every position of need. I mean, maybe you could have picked up another corner or maybe a safety, but besides that, I think they did a great job. I mean, Clyde Helaire is going to be a stud. He kind of reminds me of a Kareem Hunt. He's a downhill runner. I think he's going to be very special. But my favorite pick from this draft is none other than Willie Gay Jr. I mean, the only knock on him in college was that he was suspended 8 games by the NCAA for academic violations, and he also injured his quarterback in practice. But, that's all stuff that the Chiefs can correct. I'm not paying him to do school. I'm paying him to play football. And the character issues, I trust Brett Veach, and I think that the character issues is very correctable. You bring him into Kansas City, you get him in the community. I think that he will be not only a great football player, but a great guy. Looking at his stats, the guy is an athlete. He's just a pure playmaker. He's so fast. He's so athletic. He hits the quarterbacks hard, and he can drop back into coverage. I think this guy was a steal in the draft. Also, like I said earlier, I think that Lucas Niang has a great shot to compete for the starting job right away. He's a very refined offensive tackle, and he could fit nicely on this offensive line. The other 2 guys, I'm not going to get too excited about them. They're great role players. I think that they could develop into something greater, but right now I'm happy with having Snead on special teams. And Mike Danna, I think that he is a backup right now that can learn a lot from some of the defensive tackles that the Chiefs have on the roster. But overall, I am so thrilled with this draft class. I think Veach did such a great job of getting players at picks that I did not think we could get those players at. When you're picking 32, not only are you the defending champion, but it's more difficult to get great guys because you're always picking last. But Veach yet again proves that he is such a great drafting general manager. So, Chiefs Kingdom, let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. I think this was a great draft class, and I think that if only a couple of these players live up to the hype, we're going to have a great chance to win the next Super Bowl. Thank you everybody for listening. Don't forget to like and subscribe. If you guys really enjoy the content on the channel, the best thing you can do is subscribe. I would really appreciate that. You can also support the channel through the Patreon. The link to that is in the description. Thank you, everybody, for listening to the KC Sports Report by Michael Darcy.